I could hear something in the valley.
Yeah.
I didn't think of what it was to start with.
Kidding, might have to try the 43 from over there. Is that a 02?
Yeah. Front of it's very obvious.
I'm not sure that it is that obvious. Go behind the trees?
I don't think you're going to have that one coming in the next few minutes.
It's not at the station yet. They'll meet at the station.
It's quite a good location for railway spotters.
But it's a long way across it, you can see, I didn't realise.
Yeah, you can see all the way around to the bridge.
Yeah, but you thought it went down into the valley and it doesn't.
It does eventually.
Oh, it's got his nose open. Thank you. He holds you.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe the other one will do the same.
What's up, guys? Yeah, it's near an area called Mine Hut, which is down in that valley somewhere, which is where an old concrete shelter is. And I do believe it was another line was branched off here somewhere. I don't know the area too well, being it's my first time coming to this point, but we'll see some 43s today, DB Cargo and a couple of London Abandons. Obviously, got a great view up here. The place to park is a nightmare though, but great area if you want to do some valley photography, especially when the rail tour's coming through. This might be an area I might consider coming down to when the Pullman comes down to Cornwall next. But supposed to have this 43 coming through in about a few minutes' time. It's very probably approaching the Liskeard station at the moment. But we'll see if we catch this next one on camera before I change the battery. In a random big space field, one near the A38 from Liskeard to going to Plymouth Road. So, yes, this is near Mine Hut station. This is on the embankment towards between Liskeard and Mine Hut and St Germans, AR line. As you can see, I'm very close to it. I mean, very close to it. As close as you can get in Cornwall or Devon area. I'm going to Dawlish to be right near it. Of course, as I mentioned before, I am going away to Dawlish for a week for holiday. So I don't know what sort of freight trains I'm going to see one there, but we'll see. Freight line's supposed to be running today, but obviously they're not coming through until about 20 past 11 tonight. But I will hopefully catch one on camera when I'm on the way on holiday. But not seen any trains so far. So I thought I'd just make this little video to let you know where I am in a new area of the railway. So I'll be back in a second when that 43 is due to come through, going to Plymouth. Here comes another train, the IAT, even though the 802. So we'll get this one on camera, and then we should catch the 43 going from the other way. There's a few minutes afterwards. They did match in the middle. Mind you, he's still got an orange light, so I'm not going to get any closer than this because of safety. London Paddington to Penzance, and he's running a bit late, so that's why he's going so fast. We should see that 43 shortly. I don't know if to keep recording or not. I don't know if how behind he is to the Javelin that's just gone through. I'll come back to when he starts to hear him. Or hear her. But yeah, I'll be back shortly. There's the 43. Cromwell Castle. Don't see Cromwell Castle very much. Was it Liskeard Castle at the front? I'm not entirely sure. So that is the second 43 I've seen today. We've got one more coming through from Penzance to Plymouth. I haven't been on any of these sets for quite a few months now actually. I'm really sure to go back on them before before the government decides to sell them all off. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the government's been selling all these 43s off. British 43 sets. The government have started to sell them all off to another country. You can see it all the way out there to the corner of that curve, but past that tree line you just can't see any more of it. But over that brow over there, which is St Germans, Saltash and Plymouth direction, which it does mean that certain trains will stop at Dockyard and Keyham, and another name of the line I can't remember off the top of my own head, but it's a particular area where the Gunners Lake line does branch off over at Plymouth direction, goes through the far valley, goes over those Bowser Hills on the other side of the river, and goes through the estuary direction. But this is the main line area. And I have seen from the other place that my mum stopped at for when we always have lunch, that it was that part of the area over there, which is over that hill line, about 4 miles out of this area. There's an old, looks like an old intersection from, probably was a branch line to the main line that connected up to this section at one point, but obviously things have changed since then. I am doing a railway book, how I got into trains and history on the trains as well, so it's going to be a mixture of the real trains and how I got into the trains as a passion, as a hobby. But I'm going to put that together when I'm older. So all this stuff will be linked up to the book when I'm older. But glorious day, it's about 20 degrees with blue sky, a bit of cloud and very warm sun, about 20 degrees. The gentle breeze, which is quite pleasant for swimming in. So we've got one more 43 coming through, which is supposed to have 317 I think the next one. And then we should see another London Paddington or Cardiff Central to Penzance coming the other way. And then we'll see the freight. Which I'm not entirely sure how far I could catch it from. I mean, I could go down and under and up through that side of the field, and where either that's wooden or concrete hut is. It looks like an old branch line, a little hut for the workers who used to work on the trains there before all these houses were put in. I'm guessing that's what this path was for. It was for all the workers from Metal Rail and BR, British Rail workers from the 70s and 80s era. So I'm guessing there was a valley line down in this valley, down in the dip there, and there would probably have been a tunnel underneath this hill line at one time. but then they probably brought the main line up to the top here, which is more than about 80-foot drop in gradient on the other side of this railway, which probably is fairly accurate actually from this direction. But yeah, so just waiting for next 3 trains really, and then I'll end off. It'll be only a short sweet video for today in a new area. Next time I'll do a longer video, maybe like 20 to 25 minutes video for you next time I come over, which hopefully will be the week before I go away, which will be pretty good. As for when I go away on holiday, there'll be videos every other day. There'll be quite a long section of videos of half an hour to an hour videos while I'm there. But yes, there will be quite a few every other day while I'm there for a whole week. There will be so I'll probably be filming on Saturday day I arrive there to the day I come back. So early videos to some mid-afternoon videos in between what I do while on holiday. So obviously me getting up at 5 AM every day while I'm away on holiday means we potentially will see some Freightliner sets, cargo sets, and GBRF as well as DB cargo, and of course cargo as well sometimes. So it's all those potentially we could look forward to on the way, but it depends if they run or not during that time. And there'll be 1 or 2 days where I'll be up later to see some unusual GBR sets going through Dawlish or Dawlish Ryan area during that time. I'll be back in a second when the next train comes through, which should be 317 is the next one, so I'll be back very shortly. I think the first one we're going to see is the next one we're going to see is the from Cardiff Central to Penzance. So we'll be back very soon. I think this one is from Gloucester, I believe, but it could be from Cardiff Central to Penzance. There's a Penzance to Plymouth coming the other way shortly. It's about 10 minutes away. But I mean, he's right there. That is A43 or anything, it's because of an A02. No name plate one on the back. Didn't read what it said, but definitely 802. Right, that 43 should be coming through in about less than 5 minutes. And Launceston Castle. So I had 43,188 in the front, and I think it was 43,192 at the back, which is Launceston Castle. He's running a little late. Let's say a very quarter past, and there's now 20 past. So he's running about 5 minutes late. But yeah, well, I didn't wave, but he caught me out by surprise. He's going quite fast. The cargo is next. That's the next one's coming through. So we got, I think we've got another IT coming from Plymouth to Penzance, and then we got the freight train afterwards. So that's the last 43 we'll see today. I think 2 months are going to Dawlish tomorrow. I'll see what the weather's doing and what trains are going to go through. So the next one we should see is the cargo coming from Parr sidings to Cliff Vale, which should be coming through in about a quarter in an hour. So, well, just under. So I'll be back once we get the next train to come through. There's the Gloucester one going to Penzance. Huh. I could move further up the path or field, but I don't think it's worth it at this moment because after these three go through, we're heading back anyway. I've got to head back towards home after these sets because my mum's got an evening thing going on today. I did not know that to start with. We should have the 150 here through here shortly as well. You can hear that clickety clack sound. It's coming from that joint down there. I think they've had to resolder that for some bizarre reason. I'm guessing they had to short circuit a lot on that particular part of the line, so I'm guessing that's why they had to do some, I don't know, slightly adjustments to the railway. So that 150 should be coming through soon as well, which is attached to a 158. So we'll have a 150 attached to a 158. It's coming from Penzance to Plymouth, and I think the 150 to the 158 is going to be separated at Plymouth, and they're going to be branched off to, one's going to go to Gunslake, the other one probably will come back through here later on. But sometimes they do branch off from Plymouth, they break off shortly. So we've got a 150 with a 158 coming through next. Then we've got the DB Cargo. So just catch this 150, and then I think there's one other train just before the cargo. It's coming from Plymouth to should be the 150, then the cargo, probably followed with the whatever. Don't think there's another Penzance Plymouth one today. Well, not in my time of being here. Why is that gone green after it's been orange? Don't get that. And one's on their way back up. So we should have 150. I'm not totally sure what sort of 150 it'll be. It could be a Great Western one, ex-Great Western one / GWR. It's a mix in between with the GWR and Great Western because they're kind of intertwined each other as a company. With a 150 on the back. I won't see my photo up here. My train follower tends to be in Devon. I see him sometimes when I'm outdoors quite often. I do see my one-eye GWR supporters come through here on a 43. I haven't seen him around for a while. I met him first time when we were at Oakhampton, called Chris. I don't know if he was still running the Oakhampton line, or he's part of the Penzance to Plymouth routes now. But yeah, he did a pose in front of my camera a few years back. I don't know if he's part of the Penzance Plymouth routes anymore, but we'll see if I spot him. So we've got a 150, should be in about a few minutes time, followed by the cargo. So that'll be our next one. I'll be back shortly when we see that 150. Hey? You mean a name?
No.
He's going a rated knots. He's had to put his brakes on, I can hear him. He's literally slamming his brakes on, he's going that fast.
There we go. Got him. Got him.
Yeah, we'll see another Gloucester one.
Got in the way. There he is. He really has put his foot down now. Typical. I bet he was going really slowly across the viaduct. Seeing for such a distance over here.
Yeah. Still going round into the tree line.
Yeah, and that's when they sort of disappear.
Yeah, that's where it goes down into the valley.
Oh, gone.